Hold up. Money collar right now. I gotta go and get it, and it don't matter how. All I know is getting young, 10 toes down. I keep my head high and my eyes on the prize. Yeah, my feet on.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already, and we've got a good one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Cleveland Browns. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Blue striker. Yellow.
Throwing first play is Lance.
And his first look is incomplete.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Ready up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Ball ready.
To throw, it's Lance.
Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Returning is Peppers. Now a hit and a loose football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
Boy, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Second down, and again it's Davis Price.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ready.
Davis Price on 1st and 10.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Practice, 6. Mega. Steel, black.
Here's Lance.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal.
Here's Lance to throw it. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Browns are going to take over here up near the 40.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Back to throw, Watson.
Finds his man, it's John Mechie.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
This is taken around the 12. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Watson now to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Amari Cooper hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we could walk away with a win.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
A give left side for Davis Price.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Now Lance. Drops this underneath for Davis Price. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Throwing now is Lance. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And they'll begin by running the option. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Faking the give. Now Watson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD.
Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1.
21-0 our score after 1.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
The Lance going to throw. Throw right side, Wilson.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Lance looking to throw it.
That's Samuel, caught left side. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Play action, now it's Lance.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here we go. Red, cycle. Right.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Jalen Petrie picks it off.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Gets this one to use check. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Lance on target to Samuel for a Niner first.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Taking in left side, it's Wilson.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Second down, here's Davis Price.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And Lance now to throw. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Working from the gun, Lance. Being chased out left. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Lance.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first.
Ultra. Go ultra.
Davis Price up the middle.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Yellow. Black ultra. Claude red.
From the 22,
Lance.
eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Slide 2. Red, cycle. White.
Back to throw. Lance. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the back...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete.
Touchdown 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners get a bit closer.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Makes the score Browns 28, 49ers 7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
3rd and 2, Watson.
And this pass broken up. Now the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken at about the 14. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Cluster, 6. 6, 7. Field, black. Drill, green. Ready.
Lance now on 1st down.
And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Black jump. Red, yellow. Black, red. Green jack.
Here's Lance.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a 4.
Blue striker. Yellow.
To throw, it's Lance. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Davis Price will try to pick it up.
And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go now.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Claude red. Ready?
Here's Lance to throw it.
Going right side here, and that's complete. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Ready up.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Cycle. White. Ready.
On first down, Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Set. Cut. Cluster. Stick. Level. Smash. Set.
Throwing on first down is Lance. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to...
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on third down, Watson looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gold to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
These are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick if indeed they end up trying one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Now Lance. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
4th down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Here's Watson. Then he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
From the red zone now, Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Donald Parham.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Browns take a 3-touchdown lead. The extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 31, Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Flushed out right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Lance looking to throw it. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll make it second down. Lance going to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Throwing is Lance on third down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said no. And it'll be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Browns are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go option to the short side. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 14 yards that time, and a 1st down on the keeper. Watson on 1st down. Going out wide, finds Chubb. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Watson off play action. And my goodness, another interception. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of the time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Ambry Thomas up to make the play defensively. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They run it again with Chubb. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Gets this one to use check. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. To throw again on second down. Lance escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And Lance now to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Lance. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Okay, ready?
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Here's Lance. Man open, that's Ray McLeod. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Throwing again on second down. Lance. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Lance looks to throw again. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And Lance will try again on 2nd down. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Browns will take over here at their own 12-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Again, they turn to Ford. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On the ground, it's Ford. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
He finds his man, complete. That's Ford. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racers